We are here in Pretoria, where the Public Protector Mkhwebane held a media briefing where she released investigations reports that her office had concluded and gave comments on the matters of the public interest. Mkhwebane, responding to the National Assembly Thandi Modise approving a motion to initiate proceedings for her removal from the office he occupies as Chapter 9 incumbent. Now, last week, Parliament revealed that it has adopted formal rules for the removal of the head of Chapter 9 institutions, which expand on the broad perimeters in the Constitution. Now, the motion to initiate the proceedings was tabled by the DA Chief Whip Natasha Mazzoni, who stated that the party had a number of names it thought were suitable to serve on the panel. Now, there are going to be new issues, and Advocate Mkhwebane must realize that it's not the DA now that is questioning her, it's Parliament as a whole. And now I'm being joined by the Public Protector herself. Now, welcome and thank you for your time. Now, on the process to have you removed, what do you think is there to achieve, especially to the people that you are investigating?
I think, as I said, that, the Constitutional Court said it very clearly that this institution will investigate and go to even raw state power. And whoever we are investigating won't be happy with our investigations or the outcome of our investigation. And it means every person I'm investigating will then run to Parliament and say this person must be removed from office. So that is a very problematic issue for the South Africans and even the public, because you cannot have a constitutional institution which will then be impeded from doing its work, interfering with its independence, and even instilling fear on the constitutional institution, because you are saying each and every public protector who is investigating, they mustn't have any finding against any person.
Now, earlier on, you spoke about the drownings that are happening in South Africa in our schools. What is your office willing to do, or the steps that you guys are willing to take into curbing these deaths that are happening at school?
I've called upon, as I said, that I've addressed this meeting which was organized by the Minister of Social Development, and I called upon everyone, the public, in fact the MECs, especially the Department of Education also, study our report. There is a report we've issued. There was one drowning which took place in the University of Cape Town, and we've made recommendations. Have the policy, have the standard operating procedures, make sure that when the children are taken for these trips, there's proper care. And also the issue of taking into consideration that it's a country, we're a diverse country, and the National Department of Education should be coming up with a policy, a policy which will then be standardizing every process which is followed in such instances. And for me, it's a concern that as Black South Africans, we are not raised in a situation where we are able to, or trained to be able to swim and all those. Why do we then allow practices which were used, or practices of other cultures which are detrimental to our cultures? So I think that calls on the National Department of Education to come up with a policy which will make sure that we don't have such practices which will impact on the livelihood of people. So I would call upon them to read our reports, study our reports, learn from them, because our reports are purely saying this is what happened, this is what should have happened, what the law is saying. And going forward, can you make sure that you don't have a reputation of this? So we would then curb a number of maladministration or number of human rights violations. Yeah.
Public Protector, thank you so much, and we wish you all the best. Thank you for your time.